Hey, it's Jack from Alphacharts with a stocks to watch video. Today is July 7th, 2024. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, thank you all for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Go ahead and give that YouTube video a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Follow me on Twitter or X at Alphacharts365. Always posting good stuff there. And if you really like my stuff, please consider a subscription. It's $10 a month. You're going to get all this information. Plus, you get direct access to me, which means that people DM me all the time and ask me to, opinions on charts that they're looking at and things of that nature. This is not a I tell you what to buy and all that kind of stuff. This is, I'm going to share ideas with you. I'm going to share, annotated charts. I'm going to share, watch lists and focus lists and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give you all this information plus so much more. But the goal of this is for you to trade on your own money. And you may like where you may love the idea, but you may not like where I want to enter or where I want to put my stop. That's fine. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what this is about. It's about creating your own trading plan. So if you think this can help you, it's like I said, it's $10 a month. There's no contracts or anything. Check it out. Go to Alphacharts365 on X and click that subscribe. And yeah, and it's totally worth it. So check it out. All right, let's get into this. Here's the SPY. We have all-time high closing. Hard to be bearish during all-time high closing. So let's get into some charts. All right, the first one is going to be Palantir. And and maybe it needs a little bit of a handle here. That's very possible, right? It's run up, a decent amount, it's a little bit extended. Maybe it needs a little handle. But looking on the weekly, I mean, that's from, the IPO is right over here, 2000. So on the weekly, we're looking at a very, very, very nice potential base, maybe a little handle right here, elongate this just a little bit. And then, very likely we could get up to this maybe $40-ish area. So that looks really good. That's Palantir again, set up on the daily and the weekly, multiple time frames. Let's keep going. Let's go to the weekly here. This is Actually, I'll just add this in there. This is one that we're actually in my subscriber group. That's fine. Yeah, you can see this was a beautiful base. There's your handle, cup and handle, and now we're starting to break higher. I think this looks really good. I think the buy could have been back here, around 1225 with a stop right below there. I still think with this little consolidation, we can still enter it if it starts to move, out of this, but it's the high there. $13 or so, gets above $13. I think we could be long this name. The daily, you see how there's your consolidation. So yeah, if it breaks the high, why not, right? It's moving higher. It's into all-time highs. That's kind of what we're looking for. Iran, this is another one that me and subscribers are into. Um, we got in on Friday, actually. I still think it's actionable with a potential first target here on 18, second target, well, right around this, 22-ish area. I think that's very, very likely. I won't say likely. I think it's very possible. And again, it's got height type flag type of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 weeks up, 3 weeks sideways, 25% pullback, whatever. It's a good looking chart. It's IREN. Toast. Here's Toast on the weekly, and you can see how it's starting to emerge from this just giant consolidation over the last 2 years, 2.5 years, and it's trying to move higher. Now, I don't know if it will or won't. Let's go ahead here. Retook the VWAP here. I like that's holding here. So again, it's got to hold, what, 24, 2450. We'll say that 2450, right? Below the 50-day. Give it a little bit of that extra little room. But if it holds 2450, I think we could be long this name. If it falls below 2450, we're out. That's it. Decent risk reward proposition. ENBX. This one has been, just gap up 45%, ransom, really gapped here again, came back, gapped here again, came back. Now it's starting to move higher again. You want to get in on the break would have been perfect, but it's still within actionable. When we look at it here, went from 6 to 17 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in 9 weeks. That is a triple, right? Basically, almost a triple in 9 weeks. Pretty amazing stuff. So again, very strong name, ENVX. What else do we have here? BROS. This is Brothers Coffee or Dutch Brothers Coffee. Can you see the consolidation right there? Very strong. Now, this is a place where we may find some sellers. So, it's where the parity comes in, I would call it. So maybe wait for a little pullback. Maybe a little more side, maybe, come back to maybe $40 or something, $41. And then maybe it goes, I don't know, or maybe it just goes, right? Out of this tight consolidation. That's a nice tight consolidation. I mean, let's look at that a little bit closer. That's pretty nice. You have a little indecision bar, and then you've had basically this in next 2, 4, 5 days, all within the indecision bar, letting these moving averages catch up. And yeah, that's a nice looking chart right there. That's Brothers Coffee. This is Shift4 Payments. I'm going to go to the weekly on this one. You can see, again, here's the IPO, and it kind of popped up, and this is kind of the polarity line. I love that this is low, higher low, higher low, higher low. I mean, this is very VCP-esque. And moving higher, that's on the weekly. Looking at the daily, we got a little cup, not quite a cup and handle. I just can't, the handle comes back a little bit too deep. It's not traditional, but it's a base of some sort, right? It's a base of some sort. And if you say this is the bigger cup and handle, right? So you could maybe call this a cup and handle. I hate to put like labels like this on things, but that's a cup. And maybe this is the handle right over here. And you could kind of use that. A break of this trend line, a break over, what's that? What's the high there? 74 and a quarter. We'll call that 74 and a quarter. So above 74 and a quarter, I think this can be, this is a potential buy. Shift4 Payments, that one looks really good too. It's great. Some really nice looking names today. ACVA. So this one, you have this kind of basy look. This is one that I was expecting to go here. It started to, and then it failed and came back. And now you have this general area. All the moving averages are literally on top of each other, right? Just crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. Needs a little bit more time, but if it can break out of here, that's interesting. It's a watch list name, very much so. I'm not fully actionable. Here's Cedro. This is an oil and gas name. And I like how it has this kind of trend line right there. This is a line of best fit. Maybe I could put it here. That's fine. Whatever. Line of best fit, it's got a bunch of touches. I think if it breaks this high right there, which is, what's that high? Around 52.08. So we'll call it 52.10. Gets above 52.10. I think this is a name we could be long. It has this kind of double bottom base. I like how all these are kind of bunched up with the 23-day now crossing the 50. It's looking pretty good. So don't sleep on some of the oil and gas names. I think they're pretty strong looking. And then the one I'm been in for now about a week or so is this CrowdStrike. I love how all this is nice and tight, and maybe one of the better looking charts out there right now. Tight base, right? Oh my gosh. So, you had a pop up there, 12%, continues higher. There's no 7, no 2, and then just went sideways on, lower volume. Everything looks really good. Moving averages are caught up. If you buy, anywhere in here, call it 392, 393, you only have about 4% risk. So CrowdStrike looking really, really strong. So there you go. I gave you guys 10 names. Most of them are very, very actionable. If you like this kind of stuff, I give so much more to my subscriber group. Um, you know, their video on the weekend is anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes long, plus annotated charts, plus focus list video. I do midweek videos, market notes. I mean, just to keep everyone engaged in the market at all the time. So, and again, if you're working, this is perfect for you. All right. Hope you all are doing well. Take care.